Hello and welcome back to History on the Hoof. Today we're at Ribblehead in the Yorkshire Dales by the disused limestone quarry across the tracks from the pretty Ribblehead station. We'll save the building of the railway and viaduct and the shanty town of Navies for another day and go back further in time to those rarest of things, the remains of a potential Viking farmstead above the quarry at Gorber High Pasture, 1100 feet above sea level. The site lies high on the Ingleborough Massif and is alongside the Roman road linking Ingleton to the fort at Brainbridge in Upper Wensleydale. This now seemingly isolated farm was excavated in the mid-1970s prior to the extraction of limestone at the quarry at the foot of the hill. The site consists of 3 buildings, each with a paved entrance leading from a central courtyard and associated field system of around 3 acres. Just a slight aside here, when we're doing the filming, right by the feet is a rubbed out Bronze Age kist or burial. So much archaeology about if you take a look. Back to the farm. The largest of the 3 buildings appears to be the farmhouse. It is a long rectangular structure with an entranceway at each end and is around 62 feet by 13 when measured internally. Within it were found 2 angle-back knives, a fragment of an iron bridle bit, a spearhead, and a small iron bell, which are typical of a type peculiar to areas of the Viking period settlements in eastern England and Scotland. Also found within this building were 3 Northumbrian coins, or stikers, minted in York, 2 of which date to the second half of the 9th century. The third was illegible, as was the 4th, and they were recovered at the northerly end or road end of the farm site. The building was also thought to have the remains of a stone bench along the westerly wall. The second building, roughly 19 by 11 foot 6 internally, appears to have been a kitchen and was linked to the farm building by a paved walkway and was found to contain an oven, butchered bone from horse, wild boar, domestic pigs, hare, fox, fowl, sheep and cattle. A sandstone rotary quern was also found, used to grind corn. All this would point to it have been a kitchen. The third building, around 30 feet by 16.5 internally, was not as well built as the other 2 and has been identified as a workshop. It had a central hearth with iron fragments and charcoal. Also recovered were 3 whetstones and a green stone spindle whorl. More recently, a radiocarbon date has been recovered from charcoal within the workshop, which gave it a contemporaneous date with the coins of the late 9th century. The houses would have had ridged timber roofs, thatched with turf or ling, and further research has found it mentioned in a document dating to 1203 when the site was being used as a hermitage. All in all, a very interesting and long-used site. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of History on the Hoof and look forward to speaking to you again soon. If you've enjoyed it, please click on the coin and subscribe.